I miss Chick-fil-A. Capitalism is an economic system where trade and industry are privately owned. This means that there is no government ownership, no government interference. The government pretty much leaves these businesses alone to do what they want to do as far as providing goods and services to customers. The money a business owner makes is called profit, and that's why anyone wants to go into business, because they want to make money. Sometimes business owners take the profits that they made and they reinvest it or spend it on their business to improve their buildings, get new tools, new equipment in order to make them better and hopefully more efficient, and then make even more money, such as what this Chick-fil-A owner has done recently. He's been closed for several weeks, and all of us in Bluffton are going through withdrawals. Businesses need raw materials in order to make finished products. These raw materials are known as land. And of course, business owners hire people to help them out to make the products or sell the products or perform the services that they provide to the customer. That's known as labor. The tools business owners use to make their products or perform their services is known as capital. The camera that I'm using and even the shirt that I'm wearing can be considered capital because I'm using them to make this video. Finally, the business owner puts together his or her talents and interest and expertise to create the business, and that's known as entrepreneurship. The place where buyers and sellers meet is known as a market. This neighborhood garage sale is an example of a market. It's a place where people come buy this person's used goods that are sold by the individual. Yeah, this market has lots of things, including pizza. Consumers, by their demand, determine what goods and services that private business owners are going to provide. If consumers want, let's say, Pokemon cards, well, there's going to be a lot of people that'll be wanting to provide Pokemon cards because there's money to be made. However, if people stop buying Pokemon cards and go to something else like online gaming, for instance, then the people that will be selling Pokemon cards will reduce because there's no money to be made. They'll all go to online gaming. Mercantilism is another economic system. In this case, it's countries basically trying to outdo other countries. And the way this competition works is that a country wants to amass more wealth or get more money than other countries. A lot of times this wealth is in the form of gold and silver. So how do countries get this wealth? How do they manage to try to outdo each other? Well, it's done through trade. The goal of a country is to actually sell more goods to other countries, in other words, exports, than buying goods from other countries, also known as imports. Now, the way this trade's controlled is through various means of regulation, laws, taxes or tariffs, which are taxes on imports and exports. Now, one way that mercantilism was actually successful was because of colonialism. A country's colonies were generally thought of as being the producers of raw materials. And so it was the colony's duty to produce these raw materials and ship them only to the mother country, not to anybody else. Then the mother country would take these raw materials and then turn them into finished goods or products that could be sold for people to use. Obviously, one market is back to the colonies, so they discouraged actually the manufacture of a lot of products so that the mother country could sell them back to the colonies. However, mercantilism did have its problems. Primarily, it really just restrained what people wanted to do economically. For instance, by only being allowed to trade with Britain, the 13 American colonies really kind of got upset with that policy. They wanted to sell to other countries, to France, to Spain, to Portugal. Well, they weren't allowed to, and that kind of restricted the amount of money they could make, which eventually led to the colonies rebelling against Great Britain. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more content, please consider subscribing. I'm John Woodring. Thanks for watching.